Ushimya natsi tareho mbaho tsibilo Open Gate Radio liko naliyo kumwenya ko dakika tsili 12 tsabire hunyanga tsinyene tsibili tsa ashiro dunna hulwe hataru before 14 kumwesi kwe hane banyahubanga wati uningire Open Gate Radio awo nyemo hurekeresera online nenye mubaho tsina halondo tsenywe hwamwe fa bihali bitwelata hubana hwabanga hwakanisa inyimo yo kumuzindalo ise wa bombaroni elango lobesha lelo ano hulindi bache no hwama mu Center for Health, Human Rights and Development, SEHAD, inga batsahobanga bakani haho bintu bihali bitwelata ngusaba na ushende shimini na halondo yo uike bikali bitahobanga byama esibacheni mulimo bana magambira mulimo bakangi mulimo bacheni bahali batwelata, but they say introductions first. Hanalmen, ladies and gentlemen, ne show mu studio ni ba ladies bonyene. Well, hentandi he ni programs officer. As we introduce, you will tell me the name, position you hold, then mhobenga huyongelayo. Maina maganda hwahwakani.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. My name is Jane Maganda Chibira. I'm a lawyer working with the Center for Health, Human Rights and Development as a program officer.
All right, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the next. The name and the position.
My name is Dafa Esther. I'm also a lawyer by profession, and I work with SEHAD as a program officer in the litigation department.
Okay, and let me say most welcome.
Good evening to listeners. I'm called Dr. Naizuli Keti. I'm a senior medical officer, the in charge of Namata Health Center 4.
You're most welcome, Doctor. And lastly?
Yeah, good evening, everyone who is listening in. This is Betty Balisalamu. I'm a lawyer, but also work with Women with a Mission as an executive director. Thank you.
Betty, you're most welcome. Without wasting time, let me go straight to Madam Maganda. Madam Maganda, when we talk about SEHAD, to a listener who is hearing it for the first time, what does it mean?
SEHAD is a non-for-profit organization.
Okay.
We are located in Gayaza, Wakiso district. The village is called Nakwero.
Okay.
So SEHAD started 11 years ago.
Okay.
And it is pioneering the right to health. We have a niche in health. However, with the law, SEHAD has 4 departments. The litigation department, where we come from, that is a strategic litigation program. In this program, we file cases, like the case we filed today of the late Nabi for Susan, who died at Mbale General Referral Hospital after undergoing a cesarean section, which was conducted at Butiru Crisco Hospital, owned by the Crisco Fellowship of Churches. We also have the department which is called the Campaign Partnership and Networking. That does advocacy, also policy development in this country. They work with members of parliament and other stakeholders. We have the Community Empowerment Program. This program does capacity building to key stakeholders, to the communities, and the health workers in the different districts in Uganda. We also have a program called Knowledge Management. These handle our research and also the grant management. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, welcome. That gives us a brief about the organization SEHAD. Let me go to Madam Esther. Yes, and you tell us more about what you're doing in the region.
Okay. Today we are here to talk about maternal health in particular, and the right to health in general. Why? Because there are very high rates of maternal mortality in the country, but also in particular regions, and Mbale is one of the regions where the rates are very high. So after filing our case today, we came to create awareness and to advocate for maternal health in general. We need people to know more about what are maternal health rights, what is the right to health, and what is your role as a rights holder, or what is my role as a duty bearer, or what is the role of all of us to contribute towards reducing these high rates. So today we come to tell you that maternal health is a right in itself, and it's also provided for in our constitution of the Republic of Uganda 1995. And actually, this right is under mainly Article 33 of the Constitution that talks about the rights of women in general, but also talks about the right of women to enjoy their natural maternal functions. So women have the right to enjoy their pregnancy, to enjoy their times when they are, like pregnant, from the time they get pregnant to the time when they eventually give birth. But if this right is maybe infringed or violated, or if they do not give them the right to enjoy that role of being pregnant, then we can say that their right is being violated.
Okay.
If you have many women dying in hospitals due to maybe negligence of the facility, or maybe we have them dying because we don't have equipment in the hospital, or because we do not have enough workers there to attend to them, then we can obviously say that their rights are being infringed. So we need women to enjoy their maternal functions and also enjoy being women, because they have that right in the Constitution.
Okay.
So I won't speak much, but that's what we've come to talk about generally today.
Let me go to Council. You tell us what SEHAD is doing to ensure that maternal health rights are accorded to all women in the country.
I don't know, there's too much English, but I would also prefer Luganda.
To cater for all audience.
Yes. Kati nga bwe nabagambye nze ndi lawyer naye nga nkola mu kitongole ekya Women with a Mission. SEHAD bwe bamu ebitongole bye tukola nabo nti be bantu abagezaako okukwasaganya amateeka nga balwanirira eddembe ly'abantu, specifically mu bintu by'obulamu. Abantu oba abakyala bangi bagenze nga bafa nga batutuukirira naye nga lwakuba babadde tebamanyi SEHAD, tugezezaako okuforwardinga cases ezo nti bagezeeko okulwanira eddembe ly'abakyala bano abafa nga bazaala musanya. So SEHAD egezezaako okucreating awareness, okutwala emisango mu kooti nti making sure nti making someone accountable, nti wabanga government ti making sure government eri accountable. If it's a health worker bw'aba akoze mistake alina okuba accountable, oba ddwaliro lirina okuba accountable. So SEHAD erwanirira eddembe ly'abakyala oba maternal health naye nga ekozesa mateeka.
Okay.
Yes.
Bakyala bokka.
Currently, we are talking about maternal health, so it's basically women.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
adults and girls.
Madamu Namaganda yagadde okwongera kaawo.
Yeah.
Center for Human Rights and Development tekola ku maternal health yokka.
Okay.
Tukola ku byobulamu byonna wabeera violation mu byobulamu
So
naye
even
mu mateeka.
if,
N'omwami afunye violation ebadde emutuuseeko mu ddwaliro, omusango tugwaniriza.
Okay.
Tukola ne ku misango egy'okukabasanya abaana. So tulina kasooka kibeera nga kikwasaganya ku byobulamu, tukusaba otutuukirira ba SEHAD. Tulina ennamba yaffe ey'obwereere abantu ku bayinza otutuukirira. Eya toll free bagiyite eri 08 1344. Sabanjiddemu 08 1344. Omuntu yenna ayina ekintu kyonna bwe yagenda mu ddwaliro tebaakufaako bulungi, wafuna obuzibu bwonna mu by'okujjanjabwako, ng'oyagala okulumuna okwebuzaako amagezi, tutuukire ku nnamba y'essimu. Y'essimu etudde mu kitongole mu department y'abamateeka ekwatibwako bokka abamateeka abalina obudde obw'okukuwa okusobola okuba ng'owa ensonga yo oba nga tuligestaringa omusango gwo.
Okay. Yes, Madam Mama hosomera ali namba esohupa he hali nsasulire esuhanya wa rohoni airtime osanata nga yabiro lyonishiyanga fushiyambugana nibyebulamu kasitebanga issue iyambugana ni health human right bango batabulira babanga bahuwa ni kamagambira babanga bahuwa abana magambira waye baramba ni nawe byabanga birewa mungola inamba eri noti shinane noti sitaru noti tsine. I hope I got it right. 0800 300044. Okay. Oyo Madam Namaganda nga hosonzo. We've had lawyers talk about the human rights, about health human rights. Let me go to the medical worker. And Madam, emphasis is now on maternal health. Tell us about maternal health.
On the side of maternal health, actually, patients have rights to get the best care in the health center.
Okay.
Yeah, we have those patients' rights, which allows them to get health care where they feel they should get, to see the right person they should see at the right time.
Okay.
So that is a right. But when we have to look at maternal health, we look at a mother as a whole. Yes. But on the issue of the maternal health, a mother with a pregnancy, we are looking at Uganda has strides in reducing maternal mortality rates.
Okay.
We are seeing the trends. They have come from 552, that was in 2000, 418, that was in 2006, 438, 2011, they went to 368, that is 2006, and 2019 at 336. There haven't been a rapid change in the maternal mortality rate, but at least there's been a remarkable slow decline.
There is a decline,
A decline.
noticeable decline.
A mild noticeable decline
Okay.
in the maternal mortality rate.
We've had challenges where some mothers die during.
So I was still adding on.
Okay.
We see that one mother in 49 mothers die as a result of maternal-related complications, and that is significant.
Annually, monthly, or after? That statistics should have a
One mother,
yes,
in 49 mothers. What means one mother out of every 49 mothers?
Okay.
One dies as a result of maternal-related what? Complication. Then we are seeing the current mortality rate of 336 per 1,000 live births are dying as a result of pregnancy and delivery-related complications. And these are brought about as a result of different delays. These delays can come as a result of a mother deciding to seek care late. They are still deciding of how they should seek care.
Others think they can deliver from homes.
Yes, some are seeing how can they reach transport means and the road network.
Okay.
Others are seeing they have reached the facility, but probably they have not received adequate and appropriate care. So this one delaying in reaching, it may be delaying from coming home, the way of home,
to the
but
health
also
facility.
it can be a health facility to another health facility.
Okay.
While receiving adequate care and appropriate care, it can be within the health facility in the hands of a qualified person. But also this complication comes as a result, we look at antenatal, we start to see how the mothers come in. Uganda has noticed that 29% of the mothers attend in the first trimester. What means, and is how we can screen early, like complications, start screening complications as early as first pregnancy when she has just come in.
Okay.
So 29, we have a low attendance to people who come in the first trimester, the first 3 months of pregnancy.
What causes that?
There is a knowledge gap.
Okay.
It may be that someone didn't know is pregnant, or delays and other.
So there are people who can be pregnant for 3 months when they don't know that they are pregnant.
They know, but sometimes there are other delays within the home, whether there is no finances or what.
Okay.
Then 74% of those mothers come and deliver in the hospital. What means the other percentage is delivering from somewhere.
16%.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Okay.
Then we say that then 44% do not receive postnatal care. After delivery, they are meant to come back. So all that lead to those deaths. Then when they come in the health center or in the hospitals, for us what we do, if there is a death, we audit and we find out
what caused it.
What caused the death.
Okay.
So that we by auditing the mothers who have died and their babies, it helps us to improve and all fill the gaps of what went wrong. So that is addressed either at a local level or at a national level. But also we have found out that the leading causes of this death, we look at hemorrhage being the first leading cause. In hemorrhage, we have those hemorrhages which occur before delivery, and we have hemorrhage which occur after delivery. It's called PPH, postpartum hemorrhage. There's what they call antepartum hemorrhage, that which occurs when the mother is not even in labor, starts bleeding from nowhere.
Okay.
Then there are those ones who develop pressure, high pressures of pregnancy. That one also can be screened and antenatal and controlled. But sometimes it's diagnosed even at the level of delivery because the mother never attended antenatal. So that the pressure causes them either to convulse or the complication related to that pressure. And also they die. Then others is as a result of abortion. It's also calculated under maternal mortality.
Okay.
Infections, and other people get clotting problems and they die. Then we discovered that out of those people who survived with complications, six of them survived with chronic debilitating illness. Like either they got obstructed labor and they are leaking urine, they are leaking feces into their vagina. It's debilitating, or other complications. Someone who had hypertension and crossed with and it turned it to be a chronic hypertension, a persistent hypertension. But what we are doing...
Okay, madam.
So what we are doing in my facility, I should say on the side of my facility, on the OPD, there is what we call OPD, outpatient department. We pick every person who is in the childbearing age, and we screen them for pregnancy. So that is how we capture early and we send to antenatal. So they start antenatal early and they are screened for the complication. Then among those patients who have complication, they see a doctor. And also we have grouped what they call group antenatal.
Okay.
Some people feel embarrassed if they attend antenatal with their children of the same age. So we group them that the younger one should come and talk their things together. Then the elderly, so that has improved their attendance. And through there they come. And also we are saying they screen them for infection and the blood pressure because we said they start early in pregnancy. And we encourage them to deliver in the hospital in the hands of a skilled health workers. We do antenatal ultrasound scan to look out for those babies who are lying longre, or those ones who are multiple and can't be picked out. Because if they come, they may turn to become an emergency. Then in the issues of delivery, at least motivated health workers to be key, and the staffing gaps. Sometimes, anyway, there are inadequate staffs on the site. But for those ones who are on the site, they have to be a motivated staff. So currently, we have a motivated staff, like in my setting, who attend to those mothers. What means that staff is able to listen, despite being very tired, to these mothers and create a rapport. We do what they call handover, and they do mother monitoring using a pathogram. We have a tool called pathograph. If the mother is going into a risk what, the person has to intervene, either by doing some intervention at some point. And also, the shortage of supplies. Currently, there is a program government is running called RBF, random-based financing. At least some percentage of that is meant to go and buy some supplies to cater for these mothers. It may not be sufficient, but some level it can support.
Okay.
And also free of charge services.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much. There is an issue that Madam Namaganda hinted on when she was when we were starting the show, that they are handling a case from Butiru where there was neglect. But you didn't mention anything about health workers being negligent and leading to some of the issues that lead to maternal mortality.
Yes.
Just in a minute too.
As she has said, yes. There are either knowledge gaps, they may be either the right appropriate staff to handle that problem wasn't around, or as I talked of delays, it might have been that they delayed to make a decision to refer this mother. So those ones also are chaos, because if someone was in your care and you knew you didn't have the capacity to handle that person, you would refer. Okay. So that is a gap. But probably also they might have not had a transport means to transfer that mother. Yes. Okay, Madam Namaganda, you've heard from a health worker, and she has explained about maternal health and how they are dealing with cases of maternal health to reduce on maternal mortality. To mention, but now you as SEHAD, you're handling many issues. I saw when the health worker was mentioning something, you tried to interject a little, and that's why I bring the microphone back to you.
Thank you so much, Ronnie. When we look at maternal health, she has mentioned some of those gaps. Okay. And even she has mentioned some of the challenges they face. But we as SEHAD, not only this case has happened, SEHAD in the year 2011 took government to court to pray for these same services to be improved, maternal health. That is called Petition 16. Betutunia Petition 16, gwe musango SEHAD gwe yatwala 2011 mu kooti. Ng'echallenginga obutaba na basawo abakugu mu malwaliro. Ng'echallenginga okubanga tewali bikozesebwa. Tutunulya omusango gwe twamaliriza gwe tugamba ogwa Petition 16. Omukyalo omu gwe bayita Roda, omukyalo omu gwe bayita Nalubowa Sylvia yagenda mu ddwaliro ly'Emityana nga tewaliyo abazaalisa baaliwo naye nga tewali gloves, tewali mama kit, tewali bisobola mukozesebwako. Ne tufiirwa maama oyo n'omwana we. ne tubeera n'omusango ogulala oguli mu musango ogwo wa petition 16 kubanga kati court yagwa judgment maama omulala yagenda Arua Regional Referral Hospital omusawo yalina okuzalisa alina abalwadde bangi bali akolako bamaama maama n'atuuka okufa nga bamuyoolamu omusaayi paka nga tabusobodde kukwatibwako twatunula ntulaba nga eno gap yali ya gavumenti okubanga leete wadde bikozesebwa bimala bamaama bano okuba nga bayitamu.
Okay. Was the case had to the conclusion?
Case eno ya last year omwaka gwa 2020 court yatuwa ensalawo nga tumaze emyaka 9 mu court.
Okay.
Negamba government okuva ne guno omwaka increasing a health budget okubanga bamaama basobola okugenda mu malwaliro bazaale bulungi. Negamba ate abadagamba ba staff oba nga teba trainingiddwa era nga ku musango guno okuba emisango egimu egivayo eja negligence oba okukola ebintu ebitabadde bya mutindo oba bugayaavu
oba nabo tebasasulwa
ekyo nakyo government yakyogerako ne increasing a budget tulowooza ne omusala gu increasing kubanga bina bitambulira wamu era ne tulowooza nti olaba nti bagamba babeereyo baleeteko commodities ekirala ba traininga n'abasawo amalwaliro ga government ga training naye nabo omuntu alina eddwaliro lya kinnoomu obukugu watu obulina mu ddwaliro referring ng'omusawo badde agamba omuntu eno.
Okay. If you are at a lower health center you can refer to the district hospital or regional referral hospital.
Waliwo abannaffe aba private hospitals bo baagala kutunulira ssente tebatera kwagala ku referinga ogenda okulaba ngo ekikoleddwawo tekiri kya mutindo.
Okay.
Tugamba nti bannange omuntu yenna bw'oba gy'oli obulamu bwo nga babuteeka mu matigga abamu nga tebwakolebwako bulungi tutuukirire kubanga bino twagala okulaba nga sisitimu yonna ekyuka mu gavumenti nga Dr. Lukiya kubanga tukirungi nnyo atulaze bye bali okukola ebiyambako kaakati okukyusa naye tugamba tekinnamala tusabira ddala ekirala kyongeremu.
Okay. Onyala oyo maina magando wa muulire ingano amahugato holi hushimia na tstaromba hotsibilo Open Gate Radio liko nalyo kumwenya ko angulo besha yondi nibacheni hwa mamuse hadi aba bali ndi bakangi naba ni baloya nga balolelera base hadi bali balolelera lukos lwe babanu mubiye bukangi health human rights and development nga bahako hubona bali babanu babanga bafuna biye bukangi bilayi ate lukos nalo lubenga lofasiwa hakutia mu short commercial break nga hwakubole kutsabanga huyongere ni bache nati nawe tegehe yo airtime ho ni SMS to leho bona bango huengage nga hano nyaho bule ho bihabyo holi ha mu health center yo weta yeyo omusinza shesu ulimo nga short commercial break we nga nakobole mba niyongere yo ni bache ni ramango rekeresa Open Gate Radio
Shirinyi musitima ukhole tororo Yena halundo ifuretsa shetosi Yena staru komba hotsibiri Open Gate Fama liko nalyo kumwenyako
Yisangasa nibikali mu Airtel nibiyaha bibitsira mpaka last combo hwahurekehere bifurza bula isiwe nga hurere bubone obwokesa tsidakika data SMS nga nibe bitarubiri musiboye twera sia my paka last combo huba atwera ni basale atwera ni be mungo bo husimamisa my paka last voice combo hupana mwemina star ndwera not star tsibiri star ndwera hash urakehire.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Only not charger, only not power bank, only not charger, only not power bank, Musa, only not charger, only not power bank, only not charger, only not charger. I'm the Kayungi Z, fixer of things, plug up the party. Small pin charger, touch screen, flash disk, nene router. I got whatever you need, targeting a starting as a Wendy. Too bad on the cable, is it stable? We bring everything on the table. Team Tech is to leave a kabi, Ochimanya tuba ever ready. Musa, only that charger. Stand back and watch me unleash my beats.
Unleash your beat with Club. Refreshingly different.
Wamanyulori ulihunzira yehutwazona nga ulini banka ihutegera iwana kamaniko ate yafukiriza hutwazona ninawe hu finance trust huwa ilo ni humagoba ka fursa y'obufiti
wigate ku finance trust bank cyalero usanga ali mbweliza bukisinga ife banka yo ni kwisiga kukubira ku namba efe busa cyalero ku noti 8 noti 22 noti 5 noti oba cyalira mutimbagano gwefe ku www.financetrust.co.ug kumanya bisinga ku
Finance Trust Bank, putting women first.
Finance Trust Bank ifujwa ni Bank of Uganda. Kubika kweba customer ukumiwa ni Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda.
Soloko, Bududa, Manapa, Ukole Bulangori, Shigana Staru, Komba Hotsibiri. Open Gate Fama, liko nalyo kumwenyako.
Liko nalyo kumwenyako wanyala huvanga watyo ningire dachi katsitambiyo kama humika bilina tsibili hola hunyanga tsinyene tsitarutse ashiro. Uninaso wabo mbaroni luna hulwe hata runo angulo beano indi ni bache ni hohwa mamusehadi. Center for Health, Human Rights and Development dini baloya naba ni basau nga bali kubolera injerisi balwanira nabiruko sina dala lwe byebukange ba health human rights ni horero inza kanisa indai na dala byebukange indimoni damu na maganda na muni Esther na muni Keti na muni Betty baloya ni basau kwa musehadi Henzias Council otubulire ko ba partners be mukolagana nabo.
Nja kutandikira ku kino nti abakyala nga banange we bagambye nti abakyala mu 49 abazaala omu yafa. Imagine taxi nga 3 eziyita ono omukyala omu agenda kufa. So ekisingira ddala nti abantu balina okumanya nti abantu abamu abazaala bagenda mu private hospitals oba clinics oba facilities ne public nti cases ezimu oba ezisinga tuzifuna abantu tebavaayo kuloopa. Nti ne zino rates zetulaba wano yes musawo kirungi nti zikendedde naye nga abantu abasinga tebavaayo kuloopa cases zino nti bisigalire eyo. So kirungi nti sehadi we bamu ba partners bemanyidde ddala aba kuva 2011 aba advocating for issues of maternal health. Nti fenga aba women with a mission lwakuba tuli best mu Mbale tubeera nkokonjeru twagamba nti engeri gye tulwanirira abakyala be bantu be tulina okupateninga nabo kubanga abakyala bangi batuukirira nga baleeta ebizibu byabwe ebimu ku ebyo nti abantu baabwe bwafa basista baabwe bamama baabwe. So be bantu betwegattako ne tugamba tulina okukwatira ddala wamu tugezeeko making sure nti ebintu bino okuba bw'olaba ebintu bireetera abakyala okufa mama kiti taliwo gloves oba trained health workers ebintu ebisobola okukolebwako nti okupreventinga abamama bano okufa. So kyengamba nti basehadi betukolagana nabo ng'ekitongole ekiri best Kampala naye ffe tubeera mu Mbale nti bwe tufuna emisango gino kuba tetulina busobozi buli awo nga basehadi tukolaganira wamu okumakinga sure nti right eno y'abakyala bafuna tubeera nkokonjeru plot 3 Buyobo close. Oserengetera ddala ku Vistas Inn nogendera ddala wansi bw'otuukanga ku miti egyo emiti egingiranga ebusaamagano weta ku left ojja tusanga eyo emabega abamu bamanyi Pakodef ekitongole kye bayita Pakodef so ffe tubeereyo emabega. So bw'obeera n'emisango gyo gireete tugenda gifuwadingwe wa sehadi immediately ddala bagenda kuyamba.
Madam, which cases specifically does SEHAD handle?
Okay, so beyond maternal health, which we are discussing today, SEHAD also handles other cases, a wide range of other health and human rights cases. Some of them include cases of baby thefts in hospitals, whether private or public, where there are cases of baby thefts or babies who are lost or who get lost in hospitals. SEHAD comes in to handle those cases. We also handle cases on tobacco control, where we ensure that people's public health is actually protected vis-a-vis making money out of tobacco making. We also handle cases on patients' rights and responsibilities, where people sometimes feel like their rights as patients have been infringed. But also we still work with the government or duty bearers, where we don't only work for the patients or the rights holders. We also sometimes work with the government and even defend them where the violation is sometimes against a matter that concerns them, but in the health and human rights sector. We also do general reproductive health beyond maternal health. If it's anything concerning SRHR, we also handle those cases. So our dear viewers, we don't only handle maternal health cases. Feel free to call us on our toll-free number, if I may repeat it, 0800-300044, on any matter concerning health and human rights in general, not only maternal health.
Okay.
Thank you.
She read the number very fast. I'll read for you in and you get it well. 0800 30044 0 shinane noti shinane noti tsitaru noti tsine eye namba iba sehad isi bahasasulira ta kasitoba ho ni issue omanyiro ribye mubakangiro kama kalina. By the way, we always get those stories in our news department always gets such stories in various places, more so this region where we hear of issues happening in the health sector that you may think infringe on the rights of the patients, rights of the mothers, rights of even the health workers themselves. I don't know whether you also handle their cases, because there are issues that they also face.
Yes, we have so many wide range. We also help health workers. If they are also caught in the ambit of the law, we also go forth and defend them.
Okay.
Yeah. So even health workers, even
I thought you had forgotten them.
No.
And you only deal with the patient.
We have a niche in health.
Okay.
We want to have a change in the health system.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's a health worker, we be able to defend you and be able to advise you. Where?
All right. You get in touch with us. Inambe simusomere iliye mu studio ta yenambe yawe. I don't know whether it works 24/7 or only during working hours.
We have it from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Working hours.
All right. Kuva ku Monday paka Lwokutaano, kuva ku ssaawa 2 paka ku ssaawa 10.
So tebakuba kiro kino. Okay. Bango hogato host mu studio unyahuba nishirevo unyahuba nishesukana hukanihaho byesibalo yabakanihire byesumusa wakanihireho basonzolire bikali nabi issues ziyambaga na health, issues ziyambaga na human rights na dala hubiye bulamu ni kimilimo kyesse hadiri heramba hubone bari babanga barera wo health human rights and development mubisinza bihali bitwira ta. Studio numbers 0781 222 555 0781 222 555. That's the MTN number, and the Airtel number is 0754 103 103. Noti musanvu shinane ndwera tsibiri kimirundo kitaru tsirano kimirundo kitaru inoti musanvu ni noti tsirano tsine ndwano tsitaru ndwano tsitaru kano boli humbe utsa open gate radio noti musanvu munana emu bili 555 oba noti musanvu 5 nya emu noti 3 emu noti 3 ojja kuba oli kumpeoza open gate radio inzo kubera n'ekibuzo oba comment. It might be a question or comment. Shirebo bashesukana kwongereraho kushesi bakene abamile mu sehadi baberinga babanga bakuta busahano na dalanga olirira health human rights ni development issues zinga dina abitese mutire mu kuboleraho otire muri kangiro musawo wahuliraho busari obwala akufayo oba mai bamuleha wafa ali hasara ebyebyo bahubole bali byo nimo babihandolinga babona bali buli muna holding wa accountable nga yabelo issue bero omukisinza. So let me go straight to the phone lines. Let me see the first caller here. Unambole alisina esohupile, then your question or comment. Open get radio.
Hello mukosi wa Mbaloni.
Yes, listen ni sohupile.
Uli hukane hani ekendi makombe ekera ho hamenga akiba habushina mihinga.
Yes, Ezra.
Inaso hesi mebakene na banyara ho kusomesa kumasa makumara ikuri ho hobora ho bikali byamba ho bintu.
Okay.
Shikibole ese nambe shimushi nakitekera atawe banyara ba ramuru rufiti ho hoza maharundi ngese ngiyambira ho cyandira.
Okay.
Si hola habiri oloni kene hobolere nandi ahaba senge nende hena mendi isekene no menandi basa umbano sifu ho yete ho yete nena kubona ndi ngabe zwalangishire hahandi bweni tawe apeshita sibakubona bulaiti atina sisi nabo baroma bali bakana uyira haiti gebe sibakana bandu baba manya bali aruruho baso dishira ho handu tahabangene men bakala na teshetwali zenge naru ali zenge ne hana mende ba habone bali ho kunyanje bali rokubanga nalo mine na publishing grendi bakana hahandu ina hukakasa vitu findi basa obana situfu khuyete bakhuyete ne kamapesi government ira mumatwaliro kakhuyete efu bekhali ne bakhukana lundi kamapesi mukosi obomba isheshina chisatawe kamapesi basa ukhukanakho bakana nona bona khabangena mende ukala nyana chetwaliro banyima kamayi
Kale, Wanyala, Makombe Ezra Ibuhabsi, Makombe Ezra says he didn't get the number well, the toll-free number, and the other issue he mentioned was that health workers want money before they attend to patients. If you don't have money, you don't get the first attention from the health worker. So he says, even as he has mentioned, maybe the health center that he always goes to, they may say he has given, he has mentioned what they always do, but he says it's the order of the day, money first, before the service is given, even in public hospitals. So you respond to him. Open Gate Radio, hello. Okay.
Wanyala porukula muno mukeni ba.
Kale wanyala hurekeres.
Wo muna balenga arekere sari. Situfu papa yasomesile vole. Ne situfu singotya muikanjiro. Mukisomo tali muikanjiro. Ne anali bali muitwali. Bakhuberesa bubi. Nebona papa yali hasoma sinamba 30. Anyala situfu anyala khuyeta. Namwe banyala bamba khusomela busa sinamba. Ulira busa sinamba khuli bakhusomela bakhusomela mukeni witira khusomela sinamba 10. Simu yewe yanyala khuyeta. Wa makhureba bomulanga baliwo munabalayi.
Uwo munabalayo asks, are you just stopping at giving them that toll-free number, or you can really offer help? He's not really sure that you can offer help when there is a healthy human rights issue. Open Gate Radio, hello.
Hello, Msayo.
Listen, Aniso Hupile. Yes, Joseph. Okay.
Ne mzee mbola vya mutwalo sibili byangu. Vya mutwalo na talo muhasinga uri khutsa khusala ne wahasi ngaputsa khumwa ngolime ni kimtwalo kama khomika bilisi bamwala.
Okay.
Kala vya mutwalo sibili byangu mzee.
Kale Onyenya Joseph is in Bududa. He says when a mother is pregnant and he has a complication that needs operation, without 200,000 Ugandan shillings, that mother will not be worked on, even if it's a government hospital. That is Wanyanya Josephine Bududa. Even if the lady is dying, but if you don't have the 200,000, they will not attend to that lady. That's Joseph. I don't know. The health worker will tell us maybe whether it is an allegation or it's the truth, or Sehad can take that on to investigate and know whether it's true or not. That's Josephine Bududa. Hembono Mulebokundi. Open Gate Radio, hello.
Hello.
Listen, Aniso Hopile.
Wanasema ni Julius Bwaya town kanza papa.
Nano?
Senga ni Julius Bwaya town kanza.
Yes, Julius.
Ari papa yendo vya matala sibyangu ta. Na efo na horo kha tsano murwale kwa mamusena kwa mene utiro ku Krisco.
Yo?
Ba go sindihanga ba go sindiha mmeni mbale ku abe kamala ke fundihelo mundu. Nenga kwa manga khala kwa makula ini saa 12 paka saa 2 ngaba kwa ateninga hota paka muzee yobura mubwa maile bwa ronga bana basa umba musibalimo na hoba moto ngawale sibalimo yere babe ni comment ya
sinolo milori nano
senga ni Julius Bwaya town kan
Julius from Bwaya Town Council says he had a patient Mzee from he was referred from Butiru Crisco to Mbale Regional Referral Hospital, had an intestine complication, but they sat on the line, on the queue from 5 till night when they had not attended to them, and the Mzee passed on. So unfortunate. Last caller, and I get feedback from the guests. Nkabara mili yaba ndi honabanga hobafuna. Bakulanga bari. Watata Tom, okay. Shirebo obatai comment yo kubyesi bali bamile musehadi babere bahukani.
Abali za kutu mutesi bakemikire kwa tsini. Kwa tsiro je twani je yobu za ahuro rokobuza kupa mukota.
Ngabatsi ile dwalilo musaba lo hobusa abafa mukota negligence. Health workers don't give attention to them when they go to the health facilities? Well, I think let's have responses to those questions and comments. If time allows, we shall pick more calls. Madam Namaganda, start from there.
Abatuuliza mwebale nnyo kubanga mukubya masimu naye tubategeeza SEHAD ekoze ku misango mingi okugeza nga bwe tubagambye twakola ku petition 16 gumanyikiddwa abaguta petition 16 of 2011 bwe twagobera omusango ogwo gavumenti nga bagiragira ate tutugamba tulopa gavumenti yokka twalina omusango gwe tuyita ogwa tobacco nga tobacco company yagala okugaziya ebipande byayo n'empuliziganya zaayo n'okusuplayinga sigara twadifendinga gavumenti tukoze ku misango abamu babuuza tukolera ddala tukola toll free bw'ogikuba eyo manya nti gwe ogenda kufuna obuyambi nga bwe tufayirinza omusango leero ogw'omukyala eyafa
ow'emanafu
ava namisindwa naye nga yakolebwako emanafa nafiira Mbale naye era nagwo tugufayirinze leero okulaga ne mu region yammwe nti tugikolako tukoze ku musango gw'emmengo omwana gwe bakuba eddagala eryali eryamaama intani gwe yakolako n'afiira nakuba eddagala lya maama nalikuba omwana tukoze ku musango gwa Mulago mwalabanga Mulago katubawo omusango gwa Mulago mwalabanga Mulago edda abaana bababbanga era ne kibeera bw'emyaka SEHAD yatwala Mulago mu kooti nesuwenga executive director walikulira ne government ng'egigamba abaana bana ababula omuzadde yagenda omamita mu bangizi ne mukyala we Jennifer bazaala abaana balongo naye omwana omu n'abula w'ekiro omwana omu kati waali wa myaka 9 naye okubulawo kw'omwana ono babasindika ba Uganda Human Rights Commission ku SEHAD ne bagamba balina obukugu mugende eyo era bwe bajja twawaabira omusango eyo gavumenti ne Mulago kamera z'olengera mu Mulago zava ku musango gwaffe installment of cameras zonna mu Mulago n'okulabanga kati abaana bateekako ttaaga ate tekyakola Mulago yokka ne malwaliro amalayo nakyayenoloolinga kubanga emisango egyaffe girina okukyusa public
kyayamba
kakati n'eggwanga lyonna abaana bonna bolaba bagamba bataaginge ku misango gye twateekayo kubanga waliwo obugayavu mu ddwaliro ery'emulago era eyo family bagisasula n'omwezi ogwokusatu twawaddeyo ripooti ne tulaga kooti engeri bwe babikwasaganya nga tukutambudde n'eddwaliro ly'emulago kubanga tugisupervisinga okulaba bali batuwadde olukusa okulaba nga abantu bonna bafuna obwenkanya so ali eyo have confidence in SEHAD. We have proved it, we have worked it, and we are still working to supply our service to all people. And it is free. Emisango gyaffe tugikolerako ku bwereere totya kuba ennamba eyo gya bwereere si yakusasulira. Mukulu wamu abuuza Joseph n'agamba yagenda ebuduuda n'abasawo tebasasula. Tutegeeza abasawo wonna gy'oli. Bwe tunajja tutunya professional ethics. Bw'otunuulira mu code of ethics ez'abasawo bagenda kuuma sema chapter 4 nga bakuuma human rights kati gwe wagaanira okukolera ku muntu kyeva tugamba abantu mutukubire omusawo oyo yennyini abakoze ekikyamu ajja kangavwa kubanga tunyani yali ku detail roster emisango egyo mingi tugigobye mu kooti tusobola gimalayo bannange gyonna naye tugigobye gyaba abasawo abagaanye okukwata ku muntu kubanga alinda ssente ate tuyina dembe ly'omusawo omulwadde nti bakukwatako bw'oba olina emergency nga tonaba nakusasula whether oli mu gavumenti oba private ne tugamba mukulu Julius ayogedde mbu yagenda omulwadde n'afiira Mbale bambi sorry nnyo tukubiriza abasawo bonna mu ggwanga omulwadde bw'ajja mubafeeko tujja kirekera omusawo ono asobola okuba naye nga ffe tugamba kubanga bwe tujja n'eddwaliro tulitunuulira omuddo omuntu bwe yatuuse yafudde ki abo bonna tubala okuba nga abaddewo obugayaavu munanga ayinza okuyamba kuddafu
waliyo kyebaogeddeko ne bagamba operations oyo bw'aba talina mitwalo 2 maama bw'aba yeetaaga operation tebamukolako
nja kwogera ku patients charter nga bwe yegamba the charter provides that every patient is entitled to emergency care to be treated with emergency care as and when they need it. Then ebyesente bijja kujjangamu edda if it's a private facility naye ng'omuntu waba agenze mu ddwaliro you have to first save their life and give them emergency care. Even the case that we talked about of petition 16 court declared that every person has the right to emergency obstetric care. Nti bw'oba ogenze mu ddwaliro and you're under a complication or an emergency, they have to treat you first and give you emergency care, and then the money can always come later. But you cannot forgo someone's life because of money. Save the life first, and then the money can always come in later.
Okay. Let me go to Musau. You've had questions and comments from the listeners from various parts, and men are pointing fingers at the health workers for being negligent, for asking for money, for this and that. Your response, please.
Now, we have what they call medical ethics. Medical ethics is the principles which guide our services in health care towards our patients. As health workers, we are meant to uphold the standards of care to these patients and handle them with respect and dignity. So at each point, we are meant to offer a service to these patients.
Okay.
As government declared that government services are free of charge.
In fact, you've put even signposts at the whole facilities.
So we have lifted all that free of charge. And actually, that is the last point I was saying before they stopped.
Is that free of charge put in practice, or it only stops at the signposts?
Now, in my facility, I should say it works. Because before that, we used to have 20 deliveries a month. We are now in 300.
Okay.
What has pulled those people is partly of the care, the customer care, but also the free of charge services.
Okay.
They will go singing. There is free of what? Charge.
So at your health facility, there is nothing like 200,000 for an operation?
No. It's a commitment we made to serve and offer to this nation, Uganda.
Okay.
Yes. And indeed, we
issues of not attending to emergency cases. Someone has come with an emergency case, and he or she also has to stand in the queue.
Now, in some cases, like in some facilities, everything is almost like an emergency. Look at a referral center like Mbale Regional Referral Hospital.
Okay.
You may find that there are 5 referrals. That's why we have to make sure that the lower facilities work. They have referred. Bududa has referred. Another facility has referred. This one has referred. This one has a ruptured uterus. The other one has PPH. This one has APH. All of them are emergencies. So as a health worker, to make a decision whom to put first. Of course, there are parameters. There's one who has come with a ruptured uterus. You will need blood and what. But also, it's an emergency care.
Okay.
So, like making decisions, yes, they're challenging. We call them medical dilemmas, actually. Where you're confronted with many that. But now we say, how can we reduce this? Is what I was trying to mention early antenatal. Let a midwife identify these risky mothers who would become emergency at time of delivery.
Okay.
And let them be worked on electively. If a mother has 3 previous scars, why not choose out, say, 3 previous scars you not deliver? Make an elective arrangement. We look at these mothers with very high BPs, being monitored from maybe 20 weeks of pregnancy, picked out.
Okay.
They should have a special plan. They will not become emergency if they have been prepared. If you see someone is around 120 centimeters height, a 12-year-old pregnant, of course,
a young mother.
Issues, yeah. A young mother. Those ones should be risky mothers. A doctor should review and make a provision for that mother to be handled early before it becomes emergency at that stage. So that comes as a result, like we have to increase sensitization through health education on radios at the health facilities and in antenatal.
I have got an SMS here. This one says, Ronnie, thanks for the show. Wabomba Milton listening from Mayenze. I usually go to Bududa Hospital and the Bubulu Health Center, but the main problem is health worker. The main problem with health workers is communication. You are mentioning the disease. He or she is busy on the phone and he writes the drug which is not for your disease. We are suffering. Wow. That is Milton from Manafa. We Kwasa Gerald from Buangani Town Council. Doctors have tried people in the village. Doctors have tried people in the village. Doctors are tired people in the village. They don't know what is They don't know what is happening. I don't know. I didn't get that very well. But I'll get 2 more calls. Hunafuna tsimu tsindi tsibiri tsonyene tsiri then hubenga hukalwe program bango hugato hono timusanvu shinanendwera tsibiri chimundu chitaru tsano chimundu chitaru noti musanvu tsirano indweno tsitaru na hubenga ubahoni shesu reba oba shesu kana huhongerezera bahulanga barana
Mr. Womba
isina nisuhupire
okokane kane mulko Patrick isongo fo number 5.
Yes, Patrick.
Kane khubole ndi kuka basa uba khu radio bangona luli mine butufu nga watsile mwidwalo nga mbao kitu kitoko. Papasi bakho akhabe mayena bubulo na health center yefe yeyo. Nga watsile ni bulwale bwo bwabele burafune sibakhubone musindi mo. Eta khurisa khuba ime mwalo khu hotel khurukute yeyo mirumbe mwale ye.
Patrick says these health workers, when they are on air, they speak very well, but when they are at the health facilities without kitu kidogo, he mentioned it himself. He said kitu kidogo. I think that's how they refer to it. They don't attend to you. He mentioned the health center, which I don't want to mention. There are times they don't even stand at the health facility when they know that you are in need of help. They go and stand far away from the health facility. That you follow them, and you sort each other with the kitu kidogo. How? I'm sorry you've heard that. Here you're speaking a good language.
Hello.
Ono
bamulango bamba Milton arekere serema yenzo SMS ya mahubira.
The Milton wobirire mu SMS. So aho kundi chance radio SMS. Open Gate Radio. Hello.
Hello.
Sinani so hopile. Yes, Peter Ibududa.
Obombe na koleke ni basa ubonga betira kureke ne bali baka kumi. Baka misabura ila. Lenga yo lenga acha ni mulalo omusalo.
Peter in Bududa, same issue. Without money, they don't attend to them. It's a common issue, I think, from all the phone calls that we've received. When you're on a semba yohusim.
Hello.
This is Nani Sohupile. Yes, Martin. Chini network yo he khukhala
ne wati abata nga bali pize bali mulimo chawe bali bahofa yeta kulo morru baba humfole humulwale bakana bali kindi kidoko bahofa leo.
Hey, when they take patients to the hospital, the health workers pretend to be busy. I don't know what makes them busy if they are not treating.
Leka njogera oba Oluganda kijja kwangua. Nze ndi mukulembeze w'eddwaliro. Okukyusa eddwaliro lyange lyava nti nali njogera bulungi n'abalwadde era nga bawa feedback. Tulina what they call community feedback.
Okay.
Organizing meetings. Tuina ma coffee so programs ezo zijja ne batwita community and open net program mwogere buli kimu.
Community dialogue.
The community dialogue.
Okay.
Tuina wall boxes, then direct phone call. In sampling abalwadde nga batano ne bakubira simu batu bamanyi balooza guduke actually they call it also customer care.
Yes.
Nenga ndikula feedback ani asasudde sente nkuba ekiro era ina ne messages nyingi bampa feedback.
Okay.
Kati kiva kubalwadde okugenda balope eri abakulembeze okuba akulembeze amalwaliro tebalenda lugide era tebakimanyi.
So a lower health worker might be doing it and they assume it's a
nga balooza ddwaliro police eddwaliro bagende ku regional referral hospital bagambe director bajje namagundi busiwo health center bagambe in charge.
Yes.
Ebyo tebijja kubaawo lwokuba bakola dialogue yabe abasawo bokka nga babiri.
Oh, you even know the name of the health worker who is demanding.
Ne health worker nga bali private tebamanyi ne in charge wategeeyo tusuubiranga omuntu ali presenting government asobola okuteeka government ku image eyo.
Okay.
Kati ekiyambye ki enamatala direct dialogue between me and patients and I get feedback. Doctor oli yangambye kanula bweti ngamuyita ku mabbali imubuza mbulira bweti era nemuyita n'omulwadde oyo, but they are always willing to declare before that stuff they will never do it again.
Okay, that's a good.
Sometimes we do a spot survey on the gate when they are getting out to check once in a while to check their bags.
Okay.
When you're leaving the health center, what have you left with? And they have gotten surprised. If I find you, they can like say, not always, but it can happen in a month once. Everyone getting out. Should check your bag, and it has happened. They know say,
time is not on our side. I will get the final remarks. Let me start with the council.
Mbebaza okuwuliriza ku programu eno ate musiimye nnyo naye mbakutira nti bwe muba n'emisango egya maternal death oba complaints nti abasawo baagala ssente nga tebana batreatinga balange mutuukirire basawo abakulira amalwaliro naye n'emisango egya maternal death nti omuntu afudde lwakuba abadde azaala mukwate mukube namba eyo eri toll free line temusasula so ebizibu bino bijja kukendeera nga tukyafuna abamaama abafa mu malwaliro.
Nange okwongereza ku ekyo okugamba nti obukulembeze mu bwengeginge mu bintu byagamba nti babajjako ssente bayingizemu nnyo abakulembeze nenze kyensaba tusaba maama bajje mangu mu malwaliro we mulwawe mutyo complications zibeera nnyingi abala muli kuzaalanga abaana nga balinako anomalies temwaze mangu okubawa eddagala kati ekyo nakyo ne kiwase ninga complication ya baby already nawe ina complication neddagala letubawa likendeeza complication zandisse bamaama.
Okay. Final remarks.
My final remarks to our viewers and listeners is let us improve maternal health outcomes and let us promote safe motherhood for each and every woman.
Okay.
And lastly, don't forget our toll-free number 0800 300 044. Reach out to SEHAD for any health and human rights violation.
All right, thank you. Madam Namaganda, gwagalawo.
Eri abawuliza abafa abalungi mwe bali kuba naffe mu kaseera kano ate tubagamba mwongere okulya radio eno kubanga mugira bya mugaso nnyo mu kitundu kyaffe ne mu ggwanga lyaffe lyonna n'engamba bannayuganda ffenna naye abantu bonna bali mu ggwanga nti ebyobulamu byaffenna nga bwe tusaba gavumenti n'abakulembeze n'abakola mu gavumenti ebitundu byonna ba DHO mutwale omulimu gwammwe okulaba nga mutuuka ku buli facility ne Regional Referral Hospital babagambye musobola okuloopa eri kubanga director akulira ekitundu kino kyonna
oba in charge
wa facility eyo kubanga oyinza kuba in charge gweyagala okuloopa gende wa Regional Hospital kozesa DHO n'abakulembeze abala bonna mu kitundu mwe bali ate bamaama nammwe nga bagambye tukeere okutuuka mu malwaliro oba omulwadde yenna olina obulwadde kubanga oyinza okuba golowooza waludde waka noyagala atebeere emergency eri abasawo tuukira mu budde funa obujjanjabi tubeere bulungi ate naye covid wali twagala bannayuganda abalungi ate abalamu tukozese bye batugamba okukozesa okuba nga twetangira obulwadde bwa covid.
Well, oba kyene bamuhwamamu SEHAD, Center for Health, Human Rights and Development, nga bakubolera issues zihali tsindwela ta kale ngushebulisana inamba yawe ya toll free yo ili ye kusasulira ta ngwabere issue kwakupa hunyayira hopsat nenga yabere issue imbofi yambagana ni byebulamu na dala rights teba bantu mu byebulamu bango batabulira kunamba eyo 0800 300 044 noti shinane noti sitaru noti tsine bahubole bariramba sawa tsibiri paka sawa 11 tsina khutse khurambira khulobalaza paka luna khulwe harano kano vengo kane hani nabo nadala issues tsimbo fitswa mubona musawa khubolera ari waliyo mamayi bafa waliyo batsina bafa mumakangiro byarurira obusabira songa yabero obuzibu bubero bwesaye banyaba banga balondera ko bantu babanga baba held accountable bali beba SEHAD babiringa basonzola bikali. I'll just request that you spare more time and you come back this time round. It should be 2 hours so that we get good feedback from the community and you also give more information. And Musau, I request that you also come back with health workers maybe during your time and we share more issues. Well, thank you very much for being part of the show. Isewa bombarone kwa meso tandihile pakeswa hamkolera honza kamo ngendreni wa announcements ata kubanga enjira ramango rekeresa open gate radio shiro shokubere shirayi
sitima ukhole dororo Yina halundo ivuletsa shitosi Yina staru komba hotibiri open gate fama liko nalyo kumwenyako